Hi, my name is Samatha, and I currently am in Ubud in Bali in Indonesia. So my video today is called Sustainable Tourism for Bali. And after a year and a half here, there are some serious things that I would like to talk to you guys about. Yes, Bali is extremely beautiful and very Instagrammable. But there are some serious concerns about the future of Bali, especially Corona has exposed the dependability or dependence of Bali on the tourists and the lack of dependability of the tourists themselves, because it's not clear how they contribute to the Balinese economy other than in the short visits that they do. And yeah, and it may take too long for the tourism industry to recover from the corona. So it's exposed the sort of vulnerability of the Balinese economy. And I've made already a video on this, which I will put in the description of this video. So, why am I concerned? I'm concerned because Bali, for me as a Hindu from India, is our heritage, is the Hindu heritage. It's surprisingly and most astonishingly, not just surprisingly, a preserved, unbroken Hindu society. So, the Hindu society in India and in Indonesia and in Southeast Asia, like Vietnam, Cambodia, which also were Hindu before, faced a huge conversions into first Buddhism, but then Buddhism was somehow integrated in Southeast Asia into Hinduism. And but later on, I think it didn't go so well. We are not yet sure why the Angkor Wat is as destroyed as it is. Is it because of Islamic invasions, or was there some other reason why it went the way it did? And then, of course, much of Indonesia, Malaysia have become Islam. So that was the wave after the Buddhism. And yeah, and next came the another rapist sort of international thing, colonialism. And that again, took away much from the culture and richness of Asia in general. And through all this, where most countries have faced devastation, including much of India, Bali seems to have survived. I think not because they didn't face external threat, but because of the shraddha or the dedication and faith of the people of Bali towards preserving their culture or our culture, the Hindu culture. And so for me, when I see the people of Bali, for me, these people are phenomenal. They are for me the true devotees of the religion, and they are. I am a pilgrim in this island. I come as to see the temples, to understand how they practice, and for me, when I meet even the people in the shops, because of their faith, and because of their Hindu practice, for me they are the faithfuls. Yeah, I don't think there's a Hindu word for faithful. We call it shraddha and bhakta. For me, these people are the true bhaktas. Um, yeah. So and also another aspect is when Western society has met Balinese Hinduism, they seem to have mistakenly thought that this is very different from Indian Hinduism. And the reason why that is because Indian Hinduism is broke. It's not because Bali Hinduism is different from Indian Hinduism. It's not. It's fundamentally the same structure. It looks like the Indian Hinduism was different historically through thousands of years from the South Asian Hinduism. So they're structured, their rishis are different. But the essential structure of Sanskrit, of Rishi Stapana, of Yagya, of the samskaras are all the same. And then India has to look at Bali and rebuild a lot of what it has lost because, for example, under the Muslim occupation, which went on for 600 years, not just were most of the temples destroyed in India, but also they weren't allowed to do community prayers together. The yagyas just weren't allowed, nor the temple festivals. And they had to pay a tax for being Hindus called the jizya, the infamous jizya. So, when there is one part of the Hindu culture which is still standing, that gives me enormous hope for rebuilding of some of the things that uh, we 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 were taken from us or was destroyed. So then, is everything great with Bali? No, not really. One is that the traditional Hindu culture is a rural culture, and so and rural like farms have gone defunct over much of the world. In, for example, in the US, it's been taken over by large corporations, and there aren't any small farmers anymore, and it's just gone towards industrialization, and that's just where the money is. And then post industrial societies seem to again move into either selling defense worldwide, so arms worldwide, like the fight that's going on between France and Australia and things like that. So, or through IT and modern technologies. So, clearly, both India and Bali have skipped the industrial phase, which is okay for me because that doesn't destroy the traditional rural lifestyle. But then, how do we make the rural lifestyle, which is essential to preserve the traditional Hindu lifestyle and attitudes? How do we preserve that? And how do we preserve that? And uh, let me pause here because, yeah, there's too much noise. Let me try to go inside.